everybody. I'm Rick Kamla, and welcome to NBA Vault, the playoffs. As the 2007 NBA playoffs unfold, new chapters are being added to the NBA's rich history. And over the next hour, we will relive some of that history by going deep into our vault for classic moments from the postseason. They're broken down into many different categories, and you can also see them online by logging on to NBA.com Video Vault. We'll begin with some powerful memories that include the top playoff dunks, followed by one of the most dominating players of all time, Shaquille O'Neal. At number 10, it's the Knicks' Bernard King soaring over the Pistons in 1984.
Orr keeps it alive. Lewis went up with the left hand. King with a sensational rebound.
Bernard King following the shot up and stuffing it back in to put the Knicks up by 2.
At number 9 is Bill Walton, throwing it down in the 1977 Western Conference Finals. Number 8 is Robert Pack, who sent the Sonics packing in 1994.
Pack dribbles right through.
In at 7, this facial from Scottie Pippen against Patrick Ewing and the Knicks.
Scottie, oh, and he went right over the top of him. Oh, Pip.
At number 6 is Julius Erving, posterizing Portland in the 77 Finals.
Tucker looks for daylight, about 12 feet from the basket, looking at right up and over Gross. Julius roaring to the basket, came up in Walton's face. I have never seen anybody be able to do the things that he can do.
At 5, this 1988 clip from the Human highlight film. At number 4, from 2005, a T-Mac attack from Tracy McGrady against Dallas.
Here comes McGrady. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building. What a play by T-Mac.
At 3, a little guy comes up big as Kevin Johnson takes it right at Hakeem Olajuwon.
9 and a quarter for Ellie, and
In your face, Kevin Johnson. Oh, my.
this is a huge effort by Kevin Johnson.
At 2, it's John Starks bringing down the house in 1993.
Starks. Yes. What a move by Starks, who was able to sky to the basket.
Starks goes. Oh, so big. What a spectacular move.
And the top dunk, a sonic boom from the Rain Man, Sean Kemp.
Kemp's got it right up into the alley. Power slam! Tomahawk jam! Yeah, baby! Into Lister's face. Woo! The Rain Man!
Here are Shaq's top 10 plays of the playoffs. At 10, climbing Mount Mutombo in the 2001 Finals.
O'Neal. And Shaq puts it down. Oh, facial served up on Mutombo.
In at number 9, this time he rocks the rim on Arvydas Sabonis.
Trophy gives you so many looks.
Slam dunk. Whoa, that's about as quick as a guy that big or a guy that little can move.
Sabonis is still waiting for him to jump. He said, where'd he go?
At 8, the unstoppable force goes to work on the Sixers.
O'Neal with it, backing against Dikembe. Dikembe right there taking the challenge, but O'Neal turning and slamming it with a right hand.
At number 7, Shaq puts it back right over Yao Ming.
Shot clock down to 5. Bryant double team. That's a 3. O'Neal and foul. Yao Ming is fouled out, and the Lakers regain the lead.
At 6, going above and beyond the Rockets.
He's so strong. Oh. And he gets dunked on. How embarrassing is that?
At number 5, he said, "Here's to you, Mr. Robinson."
And the Spurs up by 8. Here's Shaq getting inside and throws the facial at David Robinson.
He's been fouled a couple times, but he hasn't been able to finish with the other defensive player on top of him. That time, he threw it down strong and now goes to the free throw line to try and make it a three-point play.
And at number 4, the Diesel rumbles like a runaway freight train as the Magic topple the Bulls in 1995.
Steal! Look at him handling in the court! Oh my goodness, Shaquille O'Neal, what an athlete! Are you kidding me? Here's the, you know what, cherry on the sundae. The Orlando Magic, the number 1 seed in the East, gets the victory.
At 3, from last year against the Pistons, it's Shaq on the block and the break.
O'Neal with the deflection. Here he goes. Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, boy. Wow.
Keep an eye right here. Shaq blocks this. That's the guy that's been stepping up. And then this is just a terrific finish.
The fast break king. And this place has gone crazy.
At 2, from 2002, a punctuation mark for the series sweep.
Here's Bryant giving it up. O'Neal. A facial served up by Shaquille O'Neal.
I want to hear you say, Marco, say, throw it down, big man. Throw it down one time.
And at number 1, sending LA to the finals in style in 2000.
Kobe on the move. Lob for O'Neal for the dunk. Kobe Bryant worked into the lane, and Shaq hammered it in with the right hand.
Portland to put the champagne away and get out the bottled water because that's all they're going to drink on their way home.
Back from the brink of elimination to the brink of the NBA Finals.
That play capped off one of the NBA's greatest playoff comebacks as the Lakers rallied to beat Portland. And if you noticed, the player at the other end of that alley-oop to Shaq was Kobe Bryant. And we'll get to Kobe's top 10 and much, much more when we continue on the other side of this break. Over the past decade, the timely shooting of Kobe Bryant has been a huge part of the Lakers' success. But as the saying goes, it's defense that wins championships. So we're going to cover both ends of the court in our next segment. We'll start off with our Kobe countdown and then turn to the top 10 block shots from playoff history. Number 10 is from last year's playoffs with Kobe elevating his game against Phoenix.
Look at the hustle of Lamar Odom. Off to Kobe Bryant. Counted for two, or let's see. Yep, counted for two and a foul.
Coming in at number 9 is this spectacular spin from 2000.
Now Kobe Bryant between two defenders. Look at him go, spinning and hitting. That's the foul.
Until we slowed it down there, we couldn't even see all the stuff that was in his game. The little fading shot off the glass, the high fives. Kobe Bryant has become a big-time star in this league.
At 8 in the 2001 finals, driving through traffic and finding the diesel.
Bryant.
Wraparound pass to O'Neal. Look out again. Shaquille O'Neal with a right-hand jab.
What a party by Kobe Bryant.
When he saw Mutombo, he knew his partner Shaq was going to be wide open.
Number 7 is Kobe against the Kings, and his victim is Vlade.
Front court on the left angle now. Bryant around Christie. Oh!
So done on Vlade Divac. Kobe Bryant, amazing performance.
At number 6.
O'Neal is gone.
In Game 4 of the 2000 finals, Shaq fouled out in overtime, but Kobe was ready to take over.
Your turn, Mr. Bryant. What have you got for us this time, Kobe? Pull up 22, yes! Oh!
How good is this kid?
John, a running shot. No, rebound, Kobe Bryant puts it in. Kobe Bryant.
At number 5, with time winding down against the Suns, the game was in his hands.
You need 2 to win the game. Kobe down the middle, in the air, shows up a... Oh, he made it! 2.5 seconds.
He just waits, and as he's working one-on-one, elevates, goes up, and then on the way down, he releases it, gets it to fall.
At 4, as the dynamic duo led the Lakers past the Nets, Kobe took a moment to fly solo.
Kobe dribbled right. Kobe. Oh, what a slam dunk! My God.
Throw it down, Kobe. Throw it down.
Number 3 from 2004 is Bryant doing the impossible against the Rockets.
Kobe Bryant.
That was unbelievable!
Isn't this amazing? Look at Kobe Bryant. What a spectacular play. That might be the most sensational basket of the year.
At 2, in Game 2 of the 2004 finals, the Pistons knew the man they had to stop.
And everyone is paying attention to Kobe Bryant.
They start with Shaq. He gives it to Walton. Here comes Kobe.
Kobe's the main man. 5-5, got it. Hamilton, the shot, the three, yes! Kobe Bryant drains the three. Unbelievable!
He has the ability to make big shots.
And at number 1, it's a double dose of Kobe heroics from last year's overtime thriller in Game 4 against the Suns.
Ball knocked away, stolen by Parker.
There it is.
Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good. It's good. Tie game.
Lakers, no timeouts here now. A 1-point game.
Walton could tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you got to get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
And the chance of MVP as Kobe Bryant at the buzzer in overtime gets the win for Los Angeles.
The top block shots of the playoffs. Starting at number 10 is Dennis Johnson, coming through for Seattle in the finals against Washington.
Bullets shoot for the tie. Here's Greavy. Greavy brings it up. No, way out. That's it. That'll do it. Seattle has won it. Watch Greavy coming in, and there's Johnson right there with him. Got a hand on the ball, and the Supersonics have moved to within a victory of their first World Championship.
In at number 9, Tim Duncan runs into a sunblock against Phoenix, courtesy of Amari Stoudemire.
Duncan, he gives it back to Ginobili. Little shovel to Duncan, and he misses the jam. Great. It's because Stoudemire got a hand up. Great contested shot.
At number 8, from last year's Eastern Conference Finals, Shaq gets a resounding rejection from Ben Wallace.
O'Neal deep in the post, lots of contact there. Oh, what a block by Wallace! What? And a jump ball!
Wow. was beautifully timed by Ben Wallace.
At 7, it's the master of the block shot, Bill Russell, going the length of the court to deny Jerry West.
West all alone. Look at Russell come down.
And what a play! What hustle by Russell!
Coming in at number 6 is Hakeem Olajuwon, running down Rod Strickland.
And a steal by Strickland, a lazy pass. Olajuwon blocked it away. Wow. Well, Hakeem give and Hakeem taketh away.
At number 5 is Dikembe Mutombo, patrolling the paint for the underdog Nuggets against Seattle in 1994.
And Mutombo comes over to swat it away. Kendall Gill, Mutombo again. The darlings of Denver, the Nuggets, walk off the floor, stretching the series to 5.
At 4, it's Horace Grant, preserving the 93 championship for the Bulls at the buzzer.
Here's Johnson. Johnson gets, no, he could not get it off. Knocked away by Grant. It's all over. The Chicago Bulls have made it 3 straight NBA championships. Horace Grant comes up with the block to conclude matters.
At 3 is Hakeem, saving Houston in Game 6 of the 94 Finals.
Hard Starks. Rockets do not want to foul. Starks for 3, came up short. The game is over, and it will go to a 7th and decisive game on Wednesday.
Olajuwon, Joe. Olajuwon with the big tip.
At 2, with Game 5 up for grabs in the 93 Conference Finals, the Knicks' Charles Smith gets locked up by the Bulls.
Plenty of time on the shot clock, down to 10. Ewing for Smith. Smith. Stopped again by Pippen. What a play by Scottie Pippen. Final seconds, Jordan for Armstrong. And the Bulls have defeated the Knicks.
And the top block. Reggie Miller can't escape the long arm of Tayshaun Prince.
Reggie Miller! And it's blocked again! Oh. How did Prince get there? What a block! I didn't think it was any way possible for him to get this shot. That is one of the most amazing blocks that I have ever seen.
No list of playoff moments would be complete without the 2 players who combined for 8 championship rings in the 1980s. We'll have the greatest plays from Magic Johnson and Larry Bird when NBA Vault the Playoffs continues. Back in the 1980s, two names defined playoff basketball, Larry and Magic. And together, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson formed one of the league's greatest rivalries. After squaring off for the NCAA title, they had 3 more showdowns in the NBA Finals. Some of their plays are included in other categories, but here are their own personal top 10 lists, beginning with Larry Legend. Starting at number 10, it's Larry working his way out of a jam in the '86 Finals.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Bird wants a 3 out of it, and he gets it.
At number 9, refusing to be denied, Bird was flying by the seat of his pants.
Hale charged for it, he goes down. Larry Bird dives for a loose ball and gets it to McHale.
At 8, he starts the break with a steal and finishes with a flourish.
There's Bird again. Larry Bird with a steal. Henderson back to Bird. Beautiful. Look at this crowd. They've seen so many great plays, but they still appreciate number 33.
Coming in at number 7, he makes a bird's eye pass right to Robert Parrish.
Oh, my goodness. How did he do that? It's just so beautiful. It's just got to be so much fun to play alongside of Larry Bird.
At 6.
Bird had a knocked away by Sanders. Parrish on the recovery. Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt.
After crashing to the court face first in Game 5 of the '91 playoffs, Larry makes a dramatic return to lead the Celtics.
And here comes Larry Bird. Bird has to hurry. 5 on the shot clock. The turnaround. Rainbow is all net, and he's going to the line. But certainly this out of the pages of Willis Reed.
At 5, the classic duel with Dominique Wilkins in 1988. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Each was at his best, but Bird scored 20 of his 34 points in the 4th quarter, and Boston prevailed.
Bird comes free. Bird for the layup. You are watching what greatness is all about.
At 4, Larry in the clutch in the finals right over Magic.
Bird turnaround hits with 16 seconds to go, and the Celtics have the lead.
Larry Bird gets it again. He did it again.
At number 3, the shot was off the mark, but not the dish.
Bird on the drive. Bird gets it back. Look at that pass. Oh, what a show.
Great play.
Oh, what a show. Forget about it.
Bird play number 2 is from Game 4 of the 1987 Finals against the Lakers. With time winding down, Larry nails a 3-pointer from the corner to give the Celtics the lead.
Larry Bird with a big 3-point bomb has given the Celtics the lead.
And at number 1, in Larry's first trip to the finals in 1981, a highlight for the ages.
Larry Bird follows his own shot. Oh, what a ball. Now Larry, as soon as he shot that ball, knew he missed it. What a shot by Larry Bird.
Here's the best of Magic Johnson in the postseason. Starting at number 10, Magic used his entire bag of tricks to lead his Lakers past Dallas in 1988.
It's now showtime.
At number 9, first the steal from his buddy Isaiah, then he spots his man ahead of the field.
Woo! How did he see him?
In at number 8 is this pinpoint pass from the 1987 final.
Oh, where did that come from?
At number 7, Magic lines up this slick dish.
What a pass. Magic Johnson on a tough baseline bounce pass to Kurt Rambis coming in on the weak side.
Coming in at number 6, threading the needle and getting it to big game James Worthy.
Magic found Worthy through 8 or 9 players.
How did he find that man?
At 5, he wasn't all flash, he also did the dirty work, like this clutch putback in traffic.
Kareem, swing left, shoot right, a 15-footer in and out, no. Rebound is off, put up and in. Magic Johnson ties the game.
Can you believe how how quickly he did that.
Time out. No, in fact, he did it so quickly that I didn't see it happen.
At number 4, hitting Vlade Divac right in stride.
Magic couldn't draw it better on a blackboard.
In at number 3, even after the Celtics thought they'd stopped him, he magically reappeared.
Magic Johnson goes in. Doesn't get the roll, and then steal by Johnson.
At number 2, off the miss, he unleashes this full court fling.
At the buzzer.
And Magic's top moment.
Here comes the 20-year-old rookie down the middle. Dawkins went to him and scored and sent him to the line.
Game 6 of the 1980 Finals. He fills in at center for the injured Kareem and carries the Lakers.
And the most valuable player is Magic Johnson. 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists. And leads the Los Angeles Lakers to a world championship over Philadelphia.
Johnson and Bird both made countless great plays, but in the end, Magic had the edge when it counted most, as the Lakers won 2 of their 3 matchups in the NBA Finals. Up next, we turn to one of today's hottest rivalries, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
Playoff atmosphere is just another level.
That's when the game is heightened, it means more.
The fans are louder, the intensity is much higher.
The players focus, and you can feel it all around you.
Playoffs is when stars are born.
So that's why we play basketball, to play those kind of games.
Take the intensity of the postseason, combine it with the drama of a last-second shot, and you've got the ingredients for an unforgettable NBA moment. You'll see 10 of them in our list of top 10 buzzer beaters. But we begin with 2 of the league's youngest superstars who have already created their own playoff highlight reel, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. At number 10 is LeBron, putting some extra zip on this pass to Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Marshall comes to the other corner, dives in, deep kick out to LeBron. Can't double him there. Whoa, what a pass! It went right by the ear of Haywood, who never saw it. Game tied at 67. Oh, man.
At 9 is Dwayne, converting a touchdown pass from Shaquille O'Neal.
O'Neal on the box out, unleashes beautifully to Dwayne Wade.
Unbelievable pass by Shaquille O'Neal. He throws it 90 feet. Great catch. Got a 360 dunk on it.
At 8, off the steal, Damon Jones sets the stage for King James.
Here he comes, boys. Crowd alive.
Jones made absolutely sure that LeBron got the breakaway to ignite this crowd.
Number 7, back to Wade, wrapping this one around the Bulls.
Oh, Wade behind the back. What a play to set it up for Morning.
Dwayne Wade finds a way to get the assist when everybody crowds him.
I don't know how he did that.
At 6, Rasheed and the Pistons were no match for LeBron on this play.
The hard drive and the finish. How about accepting that challenge? He just muscled that right past Rasheed Wallace.
At 5, from Dwayne's rookie season, he delivers in his playoff debut.
Wade out in front, trying to create off the dribble.
Wade putting the move on Davis. Here is Wade. Yes! With 1.3 to go in the fourth quarter, the rookie Dwayne Wade has given Miami a 2-point lead.
Number 4 is a Wade encore from that same postseason, this time leaving his mark on the Pacers.
Right of O'Neal. Whoa, man, Odom gave it to Dwayne Wade, cutting from the top of the key and thumped it over Jermaine O'Neal. Whoa! Wow, what a play by Dwayne Wade.
In at 3, from Game 3 against the Wizards last year, it's LeBron lifting Cleveland to victory.
Fakes right, goes left, bends in over Ruffin. He got it to go. Timeout Washington. 5.7 to go. LeBron James hit the big shot again.
At 2, from Game 5 of the same series, he provides another dramatic finish.
James for the win. LeBron does it again.
This place is pandemonium in here. They can't believe it. I'm a witness, Marco. I am a witness.
And at number 1, it's Dwayne Wade with a play that was simply astonishing.
Peyton zigs and zags, sends it out to Wade. He attacks down the lane. Wade scooped it in. Drew the foul. Incredible. Incredible. That is one of the greatest shots made in playoff history.
The top 10 playoff buzzer beaters. Starting off at number 10 is some vintage Reggie Miller from the 1998 Conference Finals against the Bulls.
Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it into Miller for the win. One of the greatest clutch playoff performers of his generation has apparently done it again. You can dance, Reggie.
Number 9 from the 1997 Western Conference Playoffs, Eddie Johnson lifts the Rockets past the Jazz.
Drexler outside. Maloney. Johnson at the buzzer. Eddie Johnson had missed 3 of 4 prior to this with time winding down, and there was just nothing left.
At 8, the Hornets win their first ever playoff series, and the hero, Alonzo Mourning.
This is for the win and the series.
Here's Mourning. The shot. Game over.
What presence of mind by the rookie to square it up and let it go. The biggest shot in Charlotte basketball history.
At 7, the Magic thought they had it won, but left just enough time for the Pacers.
He hit it! He hit it! He hit it! He hit it! 1 and 3, 10 seconds to go.
Derek looking, can't find an open man, flips it to the big fella, fake, shoots, and hits! He hits! He hits! He hits!
The Pacers win! Pacers win! Rick Smith ducked under the arm of Tree Rollins and hit a 10-footer as time ran out.
At 6, the man who's always in the right place at the right time, Robert Horry.
Kobe Bryant on the move against Christie. Into the right. Flips his shot up. No good. O'Neal lays it up. Missed it. Ball tipped down to Horry. A straight on 3. Good. The Lakers have won. Robert Horry's greatest hits tour
1989. It came to be known as the shot.
Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! They win! Set the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan hits it at the foul line.
The game's over, and the Bulls have won. Jordan beat him at the buzzer with a jump shot in the circle, and Chicago has knocked off the Cavs 101 to 100.
Number 4 is John Stockton, sending the Jazz to their first finals.
We're tied at 100. Game 6 on the line here. Russell to Stockton. Stock for 3. Stock got it. Unbelievable. John Stockton. John Stockton. It's over. The Jazz win it. We're on our way to the World Championship.
At 3, Derek Fisher.
Here they go. They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer. You know, at the risk of being a shill, now I know why they say, we love this game.
At number 2, from the 1970 finals, the man known as Mr. Clutch, Jerry West.
2 seconds. 1 second. West throws it up. He makes it. West threw it up and makes it. Over half court. The ball game is tied. Jerry West made it from the other side of the midcourt stripe.
And at number 1, the 1976 finals, John Havlicek appeared to win it for Boston, but the Suns' Gar Heard had yet to be heard from.
The final second of play here in the Boston Garden. Boston up by 2. Won't start until it's clutch. They'll have to throw it up. Gar Heard turnaround shot in the air. It's good. It's tied again. I don't believe it. Garfield Heard at the buzzer. We've got a third overtime in the Boston Garden.
Despite Gar Heard's miraculous shot, the Celtics went on to win in triple overtime in what's been called the greatest game ever played. There's still more to come from our playoff vault, including upsets, clutch shots, and the best of Michael Jordan. Don't go away.
To Reed on the forecourt, right side from 20, jumps, yes. Willis has hit on his first 2.
That one is a category all by itself. The heroic captain, Willis Reed, limping onto the court for Game 7 and inspiring his Knicks to their first NBA title. Now we'll turn to some other defining moments from the postseason, starting with the top clutch plays, followed by upsets, underdogs, and unlikely comebacks. At number 10, Sean Elliott's Memorial Day miracle in 1999.
Duncan, Elliott, Robinson, and Kerr on the floor. Ellie will throw it in. Into Sean Elliott. He fires the three.
Oh, San Antonio takes the lead. The 6th three-pointer today for Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott! The San Antonio Spurs have taken the lead for the first time in the game.
In at number 9 from 1997, Rex Chapman's amazing game-tying shot.
Chapman, long shot up.
1.9 left in regulation. Chapman hit it. What a remarkable play by Rex Chapman.
At 8, with a shot to win the 97 title, Michael Jordan finds Steve Kerr.
Checks the clock. 5 on the 24. Here's Jordan. Did not have the shot. Kerr does it. 5 seconds remaining. Stevie Kerr. He took the pass from Michael and stuffed the jumper.
Pandemonium plays to the United Center.
At number 7 from 1990, it's Vinnie Johnson giving Detroit its 2nd straight championship.
20 seconds left, 90-90, game 5 of the finals.
Vinnie Johnson with 1 second to go. His shot is good.
DJ scores! 92-90. The microwave scores with 0.7 seconds left in the game.
At 6 is John Paxson, lifting the Bulls to their first three-peat.
Here's Paxson for 3. Yes! The Bulls take a 1-point lead, and Phoenix calls for time with 3 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. John Paxson converts a 3-pointer in Chicago 99 and Phoenix 98.
At 5 from the 2005 finals, another game-winning dagger from Big Shot Rob.
Now they have Prince on Ginobili, Hunter on Parker. Here's Ginobili. Oh, there's open for 3. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts. They put the ball right into the corner, and then as they trap down, they go away from Robert Horry. You know that the most dangerous guy is the guy out of bounds. You stay with the three-point shooter, especially a three-point shooter of Robert Horry's magnitude.
At 4, Reggie Miller's 25-point 4th quarter against the Knicks in 1994.
Here's Miller, swings away and hits. Reggie Miller is on fire. Miller open again. Miller's in his last 4 shots. Here's Miller for 3. Yes! Look at this shot. And he hits it. It's a 3-pointer for Reggie Miller. Just an astounding shooting exhibition being put on by Reggie Miller.
In at number 3 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's game winner from the 74 finals.
Oscar Robertson throws to Kareem. 7 seconds. Finkel, the style. Kareem with a big pressure shot. Milwaukee wins it. Milwaukee wins it in double overtime.
Number 2 is Magic Johnson's junior skyhook against the Celtics in 87.
5 seconds to go. Seconds left. Magic down the middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good! 2 seconds left. The Lakers take the lead on Magic Johnson's running skyhook.
And at number 1 from 1998, it is Michael Jordan finishing off the Jazz.
Stolen by MJ. Bulls down 1.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6.
Michael against Russell, 12 seconds. 11, 10. Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, scores! He scores! The Bulls lead 87-86 with 5 and 2/10 left. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Here are the top playoff surprises and upsets. In 1986, Washington comes from 17 down with 3 minutes left as Dudley Bradley hits the game winner.
Good. And it counts. Oh, my heavens.
the most unlikely guy in all of basketball to shoot that shot.
At number 9, the Celtics stunned the Nets in 2002 after trailing by as many as 23 points.
The Boston Celtics with the greatest fourth-quarter comeback in NBA playoff history.
How do you feel about going into another 7th game, this time on somebody else's floor?
We've done it before.
Number 8, Bill Russell's Celtics cap off their dynasty by beating the powerful Lakers in 1969.
And the Celtics, they have done it again. A spectacular finish.
Number 7 is Portland, coming from 2 games down to upset Philadelphia in 1977.
The Portland Trailblazers have won the World Championship.
At 6 is Houston's comeback from a 3-1 deficit in 1995, sealed with a kiss.
Ellie out of the corner for 3, hit it! Mario Ellie with a 3! The Houston Rockets have won Game 7.
At 5, from the 81 Eastern Conference Finals, Larry Bird and the Celtics rally from the brink of elimination to beat the Sixers.
Bird coming to the left. Stop and pop off the glass. It's gone! They came from 3 above now, and they have won the series. It's all over.
Number 4 is Rick Barry and his Golden State Warriors in the 1975 Finals. They sweep the heavily favored Washington Bullets in one of the greatest upsets in NBA history.
We're right here. We got to play.
At number 3, defying all expectations, the underdog Pistons rise up to knock off the Lakers for the 2004 championship.
It's happened, Detroit. You believed in this team.
At number 2, Ralph Sampson and the Rockets had the defending champion Lakers on the ropes in 1986 and then knocked them out with one incredible finish.
Sampson. It goes. It's over. A miraculous shot by Ralph Sampson has given the Houston Rockets the Western Conference Championship.
And at number 1, it's the 8-seeded Nuggets shocking the world by defeating the Sonics in 1994.
Makumbo embraces the ball and the unlikely upset. One of the great upsets in NBA playoff history.
The Nuggets became the first 8 seed to knock off a number 1 seed since the NBA went to its current format in 1984. They were joined 5 years later by the Knicks, who pulled off the same accomplishment against the Heat. We're now down to 2 finalists, and we will unveil the results when we return. There is nobody who delivered more often in more pressure-packed situations than the incomparable Michael Jordan, who led his Chicago Bulls to 6 championships in 8 years. Of course, Michael's moments could take up an entire show all by themselves. But for now, here are the top 10 from his airness. Starting off at number 10 is this air show from the 91 finals.
Yes, it counts. He almost shifts to another gear. He elevates and then just goes a little bit higher when he knows he needs to get it up over the top of a big player who's rotated to him.
In at number 9 from the 92 playoffs, it's Jordan running circles around the Heat.
Ahead for Michael, into the jump kick, behind his back comes Red Wing, now down the lane, all the way for the two-hand slam, and the foul on Allen Ogg. That is vintage Jordan super stuff.
I hope nobody blinked watching that one, because this is Michael Jordan at his best. There's very few people on this planet that can do this.
Number 8 is this sequence as Michael was all over the court.
Here's Jordan, splitting through. Jordan from the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel chased by Jordan. It's a clean one. Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
At 7, taking aim at one of his favorite targets, the Cavaliers, in 1993.
Michael strip, got it back. 3, 2. Michael falls, fires. Yeah!
Does it again!
Michael right over Wilkins and in his face. And the Bulls have swept the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game's over, and the Bulls win. He did it again.
At 6, Game 1 of the 97 finals.
Against Russell, Michael hangs, fires, scores!
At 5, he sets a playoff record by dropping 63 points on the Celtics in 1986.
What a great shot. 63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Oh, boy.
Michael Jordan.
At 4, MJ to the reverse, high off glass.
Jordan to the hole, wrapped up by Ostertag, and somehow, some way, he scores.
Oh, my God.
Back out the trucks. This baby is history.
The fans delirious here in Chicago.
At 3, Air Jordan clears himself for takeoff in a 91 sweep of the Knicks.
Superman's back in the building! Superman is back in the building!
At 2, from 92, he sets finals records with 6 threes and 35 points in the first half.
And a Jordan fires another three! I don't believe it! This is the greatest performance, maybe ever, in the history of this league.
And at number 1, from the 1989 conference finals, it's Michael going for a spin against the Pistons.
This is one for the book, QB. He's done a lot of great shots, but I've never seen this before from him.
It was an excellent save. Now, when he gets it back, you'll see him elevate, do a 360, and just bust it up.
With so many memorable Jordan highlights, you just can't fit them all into one list. So we saved another one for our next and final category. These are the top 10 plays from the postseason, and they include some of the game's most unforgettable images. At number 10 is Isaiah Thomas, dancing his way past the Hawks in 1987.
Here's Isaiah. Let's see what we got. All the way up. Goal!
That is literally carrying a team on his back.
Taking them to the promised land.
Coming in at number 9 is Allen Iverson, getting the step on the Lakers in Game 1 of the 2001 Finals.
Got it again! He's way too good! He steps around Lou and drilled it, and the Sixers have scored 9 in a row. Are you kidding me?
At 8, from 1995, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon turning David Robinson inside out.
I tell you, Olajuwon has David Robinson just bamboozled.
At 7, a double dunk from Bill Walton in Game 6 of the 77 Final.
Oh, he got it in! Bill Walton got it in! Porzic and Gross for the Blazers. Walton again, twice in the basket. I can't believe that first play. I can't believe he stayed with it.
In at number 6, things looked bleak for the Celtics in Game 2 of the 1984 Finals, but Gerald Henderson came to the rescue.
And it's picked off. Goes to Henderson, he lays it off and in. It's all tied up. A great play by Henderson.
At 5 is the mid-air maneuver from Michael Jordan in Game 2 of the 91 Finals.
A spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
That's ridiculous. That's so good. That's ridiculous. I hope Chicago knows what they get to see every night.
Number 4 is Reggie Miller from 1995, tormenting the arch-rival Knicks with 8 points in 9 seconds to win it for the Pacers.
Miller for 3, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Reggie Miller has tied the game with 13 seconds remaining.
At 3, Game 7 of the 65 Eastern Finals, and John Havlicek saves the day.
Havlicek steals it. Over the sand goes. Havlicek stole the ball. It's all over. It's all over. Johnny Havlicek is being mobbed by the fans. Bill Russell wants to grab Havlicek. He hugs him. He squeezes John Havlicek. The Celtics win it. 110-109.
At 2, from the 1980 Finals, Julius Erving with one of the greatest moves of all time.
Unbelievable. Julius Erving. Watch this fantastic move by the doctor.
Julius in the air, palm it over the right hand, floating, reaching, and spinning it in. Incredible.
And at number 1, Larry Bird stealing the hearts of the Pistons in the 87 Eastern Conference Finals.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right at 1 second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. Laid it up to DJ. DJ laid it up and in. And Boston has a 1-point lead with 1 second left. Oh my, this place is going crazy.
So there you have it, the best of the best from NBA playoff history. And you can relive these moments anytime you like by logging on to NBA.com and going to the Video Vault, which features our countdowns in over a dozen categories. I'm Rick Kamla. Thanks so much for joining us on NBA Vault, the playoffs.
Town.
Oh, Ginobili crossover move. Oh, Crawford, what moves he shows.
Now that is a highlight play there.
Terrific finish at the rim. It's the Diesel. And just flying through the air. Richardson puts it down. The steal by Iverson. He wins it. He won the game.
James into the rack. LeBron James.
Kobe, three-pointer for the tie.
He did it again.
Wasted there.
Oh, monstro.
90s and not. And if you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball.
Before Game 5, Iverson was given the league's Most Valuable Player award. Without even realizing it, Allen was making his most persuasive case for acceptance on his own terms.
Every time I come in this arena, I hear my favorite song. You know, y'all voices. So it's time for y'all to play that song. Let's make this noise and get this party jumping.
And during Game 5, he played like the MVP as he gave the fans a performance for the ages.
He was unstoppable. Fallaways, trip plays, fadeaways. It didn't matter. Stuff was going in that basket and the place was going wild.
AI sees all and hits all.
Throughout the playoffs, he got into a lot of people's living rooms that didn't really know who he was. And to be 165 pounds and to be 6 foot, I think people realized, man, this kid is something special. You know, man, I'm taller than that guy. I'm bigger than that guy. How does he do it against these monsters?
52 points for Iverson. He is the man.
And the little guy, the MVP, trots to the sideline, asking from the fans, let me hear you.
Iverson showed the basketball world how much he cared about winning. And no one was talking about his image any longer.
When you see the way people react to him, it's kind of nice. You don't look at the tattoos or the cornrows. You just look at what's inside of him. I think it's the greatest story in sports.
But the story wasn't over yet, as Vince Carter scored 39 points to give Toronto a Game 6 win and take the series to a 7th and deciding game.
Spinning is Carter against Mutombo, the big giant. He scores anyway. That's Carter at his best.
But as Game 6 ended, Carter would step off the court and into a controversy as he chose to attend his college graduation in North Carolina on the morning of Game 7.
It's two of the biggest things in my life right now, Game 7 and the graduation. So I'm trying to split them in half and give time for both.
Ironically, now it was Vince who was in the eye of the storm, and his decision became a source of conflict among the Raptors.
I spoke to each and every player on this team, gave them the opportunity to agree or disagree with the decision I was making. And a lot of people disagree with what I did, but I didn't, because I knew I was going to be ready to play.
And he was, as the Raptors jumped on Philly and even had a surprise for Iverson as they double-teamed him and bullied him all over the court.
Iverson went down so hard, he has a hurt back, and he is grimacing in pain.
Banged up and exhausted, Allen would need to make an adjustment.
Allen, I'm going to tell you again, when they double, you got to go into some kind of passing game. The ball has to move.
Playing like a champion, Iverson would give his team whatever it needed to win.
That's a nice find by Allen Iverson, trusting his teammates.
Handing out a career-high 16 assists, Iverson pushed the Sixers into the lead.
Great feed by Iverson. He's a passing machine.
But fittingly, the game and the series would come down to a final shot.
I wanted the ball more than anything. It's my chance to go out there and win the game. And coming on the court, you know, I was ready.
Curry has it. Carter trying to get free. Carter at the buzzer. No good. And the Sixers hold on and advance to the conference finals.
He had a chance, and you know that's what type of battle it was. It came down to one shot. That was a great series.
It just seems a hard one to swallow right now. All I think about is that shot. You know, something you live for. You know, maybe next year.
For Carter, the series was bittersweet. For Iverson, it was a validation. For everyone else, it was one to savor.
It wasn't Bird or Magic. It was close. It was close. And some would argue, as far as individual spectacles, it might have been better than Bird and Magic because it was that great. I will remember that for the rest of my life.
hustle by Miller. Look at the Sixers, tic-tac-toe, and Iguodala heaves it down.
Oh, Tayshaun Prince fires it home. Ooh.
Turkoglu out of the arc. Nice move down the lane. Floater in traffic is good for Hedo Turkoglu.
Ford takes him off the dribble down the lane over Beandridge. Good. TJ Ford with another bucket.
During the 1980s, Larry Bird had established himself as the NBA's preeminent clutch player.
DJ make the inbounds pass to double teaming Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
All right! You know if the game is close and they got the ball, or you don't have no cushion in terms of a lead, Larry Bird can win the game.
Bird pops out, gets it on the sideline, goes baseline, throws it up, and Larry Bird did it again! He did it again!
Dominique Wilkins, on the other hand, was called the human highlight film and was known more for style than substance.
Dominique Steele. Here we go. He's going. Time. Dominique does not disappoint the crowd.
I'm one of those people that believe Dominique is one of the top 30 players in NBA history. I just think if Dominique Wilkins had played with Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, that he'd have championship rings on his finger.
Finally, in 1988, Wilkins would get the opportunity to not only beat Bird, but change his reputation forever as his Hawks faced the Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals. But as the series got underway in Boston, it seemed as if Bird would once again rule the roost as the Celtics cruised to 2 easy wins. But when the series shifted to Atlanta, Wilkins and the Hawks came alive and blew by the Celtics and then shocked them in Boston in Game 5. The Hawks were only one home win from eliminating the Celtics, but in the 6th game, they came up a basket short, and Bird was ready for Game 7.
Well, they had their chance. They had a big chance to beat us. I think now that we're going to come out and play like we did tonight, but we're going to be at home, and our shots are going to be dropping a little bit better, and we're going to be running a little bit faster. So I'd say Sunday's going to be a big win for the Celtics.
In Game 7, Atlanta would not only contend with Bird, but also with the famed Celtic mystique.
Every single player ordered room service before you go to the Garden for your 12 o'clock game. No one delivered it to any of them. And then you start believing that old Celtic Red Auerbach must have called room service and don't give them food. So literally, guys are on the bus eating potato chips and whatever they can grab a hold of.
With the home court advantage and his big game reputation, Bird went for the quick kill in Game 7.
On the drive, Bird with a reverse wraparound.
But Wilkins and the Hawks showed that they were there for a battle.
And Whitman for the slick pass to Dominique Wilkins.
Atlanta would enter the fateful final quarter with a 2-point lead.
Bird was having an okay game up until the fourth quarter. Kevin Willis came over and said, "Nick, don't let him score tonight." And Bird standing around next to him. I'm looking at Kevin, what are you doing? You know, his Bird's eyes got like this big.
With the season hanging in the balance, Bird would lay down the gauntlet.
Tied at 88 with Bird again pulling up, putting Boston ahead. 18 points for Bird. Bird attempting to break free, stays with it, and the foul is called. The continuation for Larry Bird.
When he made that shot, I said to myself, I said, I got to come down there and offensively, I got to carry the load now. I got to keep us going.
Wilkins would accept Bird's challenge.
Dominique hits a three. Here's Wilkins, and that's what they must have.
It's a duel. Put down your saber.
That fourth quarter, maybe the best fourth quarter as far as mano-mano of all time. I mean, it was Bird and it was Dominique, and it was Bird and it was Dominique. All of us other guys, we were just standing around watching the game.
It was as if Bird and Wilkins were lifting each other, transforming the game from a competition to a state of athletic grace.
Lead to Bird off the fake, improves his position, and the Celtics are up again. 95 to 93, 23 for Bird. Wilkins ties it for Atlanta.
What a game.
It was beautiful to watch, and you literally did feel like you're watching it as a player. I remember it vividly, the shots they were making, the jump hooks, the fadeaways from the middle of the lane.
Bird cuts free, left hands it for the field goal that puts Mason Jones and the Celtics back on top.
A mano-mano duel, Bird versus Wilkins.
Wilkins responds.
And anything's liable to happen between the two of them.
It's Bird's turn, and the Celtics have the lead. 103-101, and both benches are enjoying what they're watching with these two teams.
You had a sense as you were watching it that, wow, this was amazing what was going on.
Wilkins this time gives it up and then gets it back. And Dominique high off the glass. Bird snaps free. Comes up with a shot, and the Celtics lead it.
Well, who's going to blink first?
It was just two champions going head to head, two guys with incredible will to win.
In the most important game of his career, Dominique Wilkins was having the game of his life, but he had picked the wrong place and the wrong player to have it against.
It's like Robert Parrish always said it. There's 40,000 eyes on Larry Bird because they knew he was going to get the ball. And we knew it, our opponents knew it, now it's just up to them to stop it.
And it's Bird. Larry Bird promised it, and he is delivering in this quarter with 18 points.
Bird was not going to allow himself or his team to lose that battle, that game. It wasn't going to happen. And I think the longer it went on, the more perhaps the Hawks kind of realized that as well.
With Boston clinging to a small lead in the final seconds, Wilkins would need to stop Bird once to give Atlanta a chance at victory.
Bird comes free. Bird for the layup. You are watching what greatness is all about.
Wilkins never did get that one stop, and Larry outscored him 20-14 in the fourth quarter as Boston won the series. And while the game would only add to Bird's legend, for Nick, it would prove to be the defining moment of his career.
Either one of us wanted to quit. And just before the end of the game, Bird came to me and said, you know what? Both of us deserve to win this game, but unfortunately one of us is going to come up short. Because, you have a guy like that that gives you that type of respect. It tells you that you have arrived as a great NBA basketball player.
in the NBA. It's great basketball.
Oh, my! Can you believe that? Air Canada soaring!
What a beautiful play. Spectacular finish.
In the 1980s, the duo of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson dominated the NBA. But at times, their brilliance obscured the decade's other superstars. One of them was Detroit's electrifying point guard